was situated in one of the dark corners of the Holy Sepulchre, lying upside down on this flat surface.
In the heart of Jerusalem, where centuries of devotion echo through stone walls and candlelit corridors, lies one of the most sacred sites in the Christian world, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Pilgrims have walked its ancient floors for centuries, weeping, praying, and worshipping where they believe Jesus Christ was crucified, buried, and resurrected. But hidden in the shadows, tucked away in a dimly lit corner of this majestic church, there lay a mysterious stone, silent, untouched, and unnoticed for years. It wasn't part of the famous altars or venerated shrines. It wasn't roped off or labeled. It simply rested there, face down, on a flat surface, as if forgotten by time itself. Before we dive deeper into what was discovered beneath this ancient stone, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you're passionate about real-life discoveries, miraculous stories, and the unexplained truths hidden in history. Your support helps us bring more fascinating stories like this to light. Now back to the story. This stone, resting quietly in a corner of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, had become a silent companion to the faithful for generations. Priests passed by it. Tour guides pointed it out now and then, calling it the graffiti stone. Pilgrims lit candles near it, took photos beside it, and some even touched it without fully knowing why it was there. Everyone knew of it, but no one truly knew what it was or where it came from. It was assumed to be just another ancient slab, perhaps from some earlier construction, or maybe a reused piece of stone. It had markings, yes, but what did they mean? No one had clear answers. Its purpose remained a mystery. For decades, maybe even centuries, it simply lay there, upside down, its face hidden from view. Until one day, something remarkable happened. During a recent restoration project inside the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, teams were carefully cleaning, repairing, and preserving various parts of the sanctuary. These efforts were not just cosmetic. They were meant to protect and understand the structure for future generations. As they worked their way through the building, they eventually reached that old, mysterious stone. When they lifted the slab and turned it over for the first time in who knows how long, what they found beneath it stunned everyone present. The underside of the stone, now revealed to light after years of silence, was unlike anything anyone had expected. It wasn't just a flat surface. It was intricately carved. Beautiful inscriptions and ancient symbols covered the face of the stone, forming a stunning piece of religious art that had been hidden in plain sight. A collective silence fell over the team. It was as if they were standing before something sacred, something no one had seen in generations. The revealed side of the stone showed an image, not drawn or painted, but carved into the rock with precise craftsmanship. It was more than art. It was devotion captured in stone. The markings, though weathered, were still legible and deeply moving. It felt like the voices of ancient believers had finally been heard again. Experts believe the stone had once served a significant role within the sanctuary. Its size and design suggest it may have stood prominently in the church's past, possibly marking a place of worship or reverence. Some suggest it could have even been connected to the original structure, built under the orders of Constantine the Great in the 4th century. It's large, almost like a stone chest or box. Measuring roughly 3 feet across and about 5 feet tall, this was no ordinary piece of rubble. Its very presence commanded attention, as though it had once been placed intentionally at the heart of the sanctuary, in the very center of belief, visible to every soul who entered. Back when it was first used, before being turned over and forgotten, this stone may have been the centerpiece of the entire sanctuary. All eyes would have looked toward it. All prayers might have been directed around it. Pilgrims could have knelt before it. Clergy may have stood beside it during holy services. It's as though this stone once held the heartbeat of the church in its carved surface. Its decorations weren't random. They were meaningful. Symbols of Christ, early Christian inscriptions, and even what appears to be script in ancient Greek or Latin. These markings tell a story of faith, one that stretches back to the earliest days of Christianity in Jerusalem. And yet, for reasons lost to time, it was flipped over and pushed aside, covered in dust and forgotten. Why? That part of the story remains unclear. Some believe the stone may have been overturned during one of the many reconstructions the church has undergone throughout the centuries. Others think it might have been intentionally hidden to protect it during periods of war, looting, or religious conflict. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre has survived fires, earthquakes, invasions, and internal disputes among different Christian denominations. In all the chaos, perhaps someone chose to protect the stone by hiding its face, never realizing it would be forgotten entirely. And yet, as it lay there upside down, thousands walked by it, never knowing the treasure that was resting just beneath the surface. Now that it has been rediscovered, scholars and believers alike are working together to understand its true origins and purpose. Carbon dating, stylistic analysis, and historical texts are being used to determine just how old the carvings are and what message they were meant to convey. But beyond the science, something more profound has taken place. A sacred voice from the past has been heard again. To believers, this stone represents something far greater than an archaeological find. It's a reminder that faith leaves traces, sometimes literal ones, etched into stone, hidden from the world, waiting to be revealed. It's also a powerful metaphor. How many times do we overlook something sacred in our own lives? How often do we pass by people, moments, or memories that are rich with meaning, just because they seem ordinary or forgotten? This stone reminds us that the divine can be found in the most unexpected places, even in things we've walked past for years. Some pilgrims who have recently seen the uncovered stone say they felt an overwhelming sense of peace and connection, as if touching a piece of the early church. One woman described it as holding hands with history. Another man wept openly, saying, "This is more than stone." This is a testimony. The stone has now been carefully preserved and is being studied by experts from around the world. There are discussions about whether it should be given a place of honor once again inside the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Some even hope it might be placed in a glass case, upright, so that its carvings can be seen and respected by all who visit. It's a slow process, but a hopeful one. After all, this isn't just about restoring a piece of architecture, it's about restoring a piece of spiritual heritage. It's about remembering the faith of those who came before us and honoring the silent stories they left behind. Whether this stone stood by the original tomb or simply served as a powerful symbol of early Christian worship, its rediscovery has reawakened something deep within the hearts of many. A call to look deeper, to listen more closely, to never assume that something has no purpose just because we can't see it right away. In the end, this story is not just about a slab of stone. It's about rediscovery, both physically and spiritually. It's a tale of something sacred, hidden in the shadows of the most revered church in Christendom, waiting patiently to be seen again. This stone speaks of faith, endurance, and the quiet power of what lies beneath the surface. So the next time you find yourself walking through an ancient church, or even your own life, remember, there may be treasures all around you, waiting to be uncovered. You just have to take the time to turn them over. If you found this story as powerful as we did, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment below with your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel so you won't miss more real stories like this one. Thank you for watching, and may the hidden treasures in your life rise to the surface.